law when it comes to immigration, committed to restoring the rule from doing that. And she also said that student visa keep at it when it comes to revoking student visas over speech issues that are tied to people who are supportive of Gaza, the pro-Palestinian movement that started after the October 7th incident there. We should also compare this to the case of Mahmoud Khalil, who was also a Colombian that held in Louisiana, where a judge said that the Department of Homeland Security could move forward with his deportation. He had his great. In that case, it was a different state, even though Khalil's attorneys did move and have moved for that to now be tried in New Jersey. So it shows that different cases can have different outcomes depending on where they are and the judges they go before.
Yeah. And Julia, we mentioned the president's comment. A case, I want to play part of what he said in an interview that aired last night, and then we can talk about it.
You could get him back. There's a phone on this desk. I could. You could pick it up, and like all the power of the presidency, you could call up the president of El Salvador and say, send him back right now.
And if he were the gentleman that you say he is, I would do that.
But the court has ordered you to facilitate that.
I'm not the one making this decision. We have lawyers that don't want to do this.
But the buck stops in his office.
No. I follow the law.
So, Julia, how does what the president just said there compare to what his own administration lawyers have said in court?
Well, this idea that, yes, I could pick up the phone and call him, but I won't, that is actually different from what they said in court, although they haven't been very forthcoming. We think after today we may get more information because the discovery has just moved forward in that case in Maryland. So now we may figure out what conversations have been done to facilitate bringing him back. But you have to point back just to a few weeks ago in the Oval Office when Trump said it wasn't up to him. It was up to the president of El Salvador. And then you had right next to him the president of El Salvador, Bukele, saying, hey, look, who am I to smuggle a terrorist back into the United States? So more details are emerging on this case and exactly what the Trump administration has agreed to with the government of El Salvador when it comes not just to the detention of Albrego Garcia, but of the 238 men that they sent there on March 15th and others they've sent since.
All right, Julia Ainsley Forrest. Julia, thank you.